Okay, so note of pessimism also. You had a question. You're a doctor. You come here especially for a conference. What brought you here to join Anna Hazare's campaign? And is there a question you have?
See, my only question is that as when patient comes to us with their complaints and with their problems, they don't tell us that how to solve the problem. We decide how to solve the problem. Today I am going to appeal to this member and everybody that we want this bill to come up. We don't know how. We are not so educated. We are not so aware that how what checks to be put. But we want, as I am saying, thousands of people over here, and their demand is that we want this bill to come up. Now you can sit in the room and work out with nitty-gritties that what can be there, what cannot be there. But at least we want an assurance today, in coming days, that yes, this bill is going to come up.
Okay, so definitely people have questions here. Not everyone has answers to it. Everybody is putting forth questions. There are doubts in their minds, concerns. Mr. Prashant Bhushan.
Okay, just give me a moment. I think,
Rahul, that's a very important point, which I think it's really the sentiment you must recognize. That this anger, you see, let's not get into quibble about the Lokpal bill itself. I think that will go through a lot of rigorous scrutiny.
Give me a moment. I want to show our viewers some of the scenes from here. We are doing this live broadcast from Jantar Mantar, and right behind us, you see, that is where Anna Hazare is fasting. It almost seems in some senses, for people who haven't seen what the freedom movement would have been like, it's in some senses like that. There are people who are coming from all parts of the country. The numbers increase every moment. There are people who come at the end of a long day's work. They're here to see what's happening. They're here to see in what fashion can they participate in this movement. And this crowd goes on till very far, and there are people, they're coming, they've got their own banners, they've got their own flag, they're dancing. If you see over there, they're dancing. These are people who haven't been sent here by any political party. These are not people who've been paid money to come here, which is usually the way it is with most protests. They're here, there are rich people, there are poor people, there are people from all walks of life. And that's the most interesting thing about the manner in which this protest is actually being conducted. The fact that there are people from all walks of life. And I want to put this question to Tavleen Singh. Ms. Singh, the fact that India hasn't seen such street protests for the last several years, and the fact that no government representative is on this show, they all turned down our invitation. That just shows how rattled the government is at this time, given the street outpouring that we are seeing. Ms. Tavleen Singh?
Yeah, they should be rattled. People are very angry. We deal with corruption on a daily basis. It's a nightmare trying to get anything out of the Indian government or out of the state in general. The state has become the enemy of the people. And I think what you're seeing is the rage of people about this, because they elect government after government which makes no changes. My only fear is that I think that they put all their hopes into this law, done by these NGOs, and it's very draconian. It's not going to work, and the people will be let down once more. That's my real fear.
Okay, Swapan Das Gupta, the fact that Ms. Tavleen Singh says it's a draconian measure. Prashant, if you can respond to that, and do you believe that this anger is sustainable? We saw some manifestations of similar anger after 26/11. A few days later, we saw similar scenes. People went back home, life came back to normal. Is this sustainable, or is it just an instant outpouring which will subside?
Well, firstly, regarding whether the bill is draconian, what is draconian about a bill or about an institution which we are trying to create, which will be selected in a transparent manner and which will have the power to investigate all complaints of corruption and take action against the corrupt people, including ancillary powers of grievance redressal or stopping a contract which is being given on corrupt considerations. Secondly, regarding the sustainability of this movement, well, this movement that we are seeing today on this issue in this country, this spontaneous outpouring of people's support, people's enthusiasm, people's anger, is because today people are just fed up with this corruption. And in this movement, they are seeing some hope of some change.
That's a fair point,
and
Swapan.
that's why it's been taken up.